What is up, everyone? It's your boy Shaft, aka That Mill Guy, coming at you with another Modern League kind of gameplay. This is a deck list that user Caustek on Twitch and just learned right now that there are NateThreats on the Discord. So shout out to you, Nate. Shout out to you, Caustek, for getting me to submit to this. So they use their channel points to get me to play it. I just haven't had the time recently to stream a lot. I've been playing a lot of games on my own just to kind of prepare my mill primer. And so I've been super busy with that and just kind of life in general. A lot of things happening in the background, good things, fun things. But with that in mind, I figured let's just throw it up on a YouTube video. I think, you know what, a lot of people do play Hand Disruption, a lot of people playing Inquisition of Caustek, some people playing Thoughtseize as well. So I figured why not? It's not that different from the plan. The condition of the channel points was that if you spend the channel points, you get me to play 1 to 4 copies of a card across my 75 in a mill list. So I had the option to go 1, and then I had the option to go all the way to 4. I didn't want to do him a disservice and just play 1. It's just completely useless. I think, you know what, let's lead into it. Let's play 3. Let's play the spicy one of, and then in lists where we need it against the control decks and the combo decks as well, we'll play 2 copies in the sideboard so that we can actually reasonably draw it. So that's what's going on here. Really, it's just a regular mill list. We got the 4 surgicals, 4 fatal pushes, got a murderous cut in there to help us, with Murktides and everything like that. And the sideboard is pretty kind of similar to what I'm running right now, I would say. So it's the 2 Thoughtseizes in here, which is slightly different. But something, what I would do to replace those Thoughtseizes, I'd actually go up a Soul Guide Lantern and go up a Mystical Dispute, and that's pretty much my sideboard right now for my current pre-Kamigawa primer list right now. And honestly, this is how I would jam it right now. This is what I've been working with, and I think the Thoughtseize are a nice little complement again against the control matchup, against the combo matchups where you can snag that one piece that snag the one thing that cascades, or heck, even snag the force of negation. So when they go to cascade, you can actually interact with them. You have the counter spell, and it's gonna work. And then also the rest of it is really just a little bit of removal, a little bit of Ashiok. So I've actually been having a lot of fun playing Ashiok again, even past the Luros. Just having that optionality and just having that out has been really fun, because it just does a lot in a lot of matchups, right? Especially in a world where Crocs is very relevant. I actually kind of want to go up in more copies of this card, potentially in my other list where I actually go down to 2 Soul Guides, 3 Ashioks, something like that. So that could actually be something I think about. But for now, we're going to talk about Thoughtseize and how it goes. And we actually end up playing up against AspiringSpike. I actually didn't even realize it was Spike until like halfway through game 1. But game 1 was just so nutty against Spike that it's match 3, by the way, for anyone that wants to skip ahead. It was just so nutty and so much fun. And I'll just kind of give you that little Easter egg, or that little carrot to look forward to. But hope y'all enjoy the games, and I'll catch y'all for the next video. Just hopping into the Kamigawa meta. All right, have a good video, and have a good week, everyone. I'm getting awkward, y'all. I'm getting awkward. Later. All right, let's start us off. First game, a little bit of spice, a little bit of Thoughtseize, nothing too different, and let's see what we can do here. So I've been having some fun. This is going to be going up probably soon after I record it. And for those of you listening in, just to give you a heads up, I have been... Ooh, Kahira's probably going up against Blue-Eyed Control. Okay, so I have been working diligently to make my own primer. Yeah, so this is going to be like a 150, 200-page document on modern Dimir mills. So for everyone listening to this video, look out for that. I've been working so hard on it. I have about like 70 pages done. A lot of it is just like individual card explanations, if I'm going to be honest. Like just a bunch of individual card explanations. And after that, it's going to be, I have to write the strategy section, which is going to be in-depth mulliganing, a guide to surgical extraction. It's just whatever I think about, think of, I should say, at the end of the day. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how things go, and we'll try and make that work. But for now, we're just trying to do regular Dimir mill things, a little bit of spice of Thoughtseize, as the intro suggested. So let's see what we can get out of the way here. hoping to hit... Yeah, Prismatic Ending is actually what I'm hoping to hit. There you go. So I don't get to hit Teferi, but this means that they don't have a way to deal with my Crab without pitching to Force. Sorry, pitching to Solitude. So that's going to be pretty solid. Pun intended. Pun intended. There you go. That's how you get free wins. That's how you get free wins. Oh, okay. I should actually go to the... Just realized I'm recording on the wrong screen. Should go to in-game. There you go. Mike's a little bit small. You see more of the screen, but we surgical that. They probably had like 2 or 3. Love it. Okay. Oh, God. I still got it. Come on now. No matter the list, I still got it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to shave on Fatal Pushes completely here. We're going to bring in... everything that really hates on the graveyard. Definitely bring in the Thoughtseizes, Extirpate as well, Blood Chief's Thirst, Mystical Dispute. So that's what we're going to start with. These are cards that work, and this is how I've been sideboarding now. Let's bring in what we can, and we'll shave from there. So we've brought in all of our graveyard hate. So our Visions of Beyond have to go. This just becomes a really bad cantrip. After that, the things I'm looking at are really just going to be Tasha's Hideous Laughter, because we have brought in things like Ashiok, which can mill over the long term, and we do want to continue to interact. So Tasha's is going to go as a play set, just because the average CMC of the deck's pretty high. We're not going to get that much value out of it. And then after that, we're just interacting. We have the Mystical Disputes. Blood Chief's Thirst is still there to get rid of big creatures and the Teferis. And these are going to be here primarily not only to have a continuous source of mill, but also... for those shuffle effects, because that's what you ultimately have to be aware of, right? This deck is very weak to you. We have, and we could very well lose 2 in a row here. The deck is very weak to us, so we have to have the answers ready. So we're definitely going to keep this a little bit tough. Kind of wish this was a second blue source, but I'm okay to not draw any more lands. I don't know how everyone else feels watching this video. I'm okay to draw no more lands at this point. So right now. They might even Mystical Dispute the Crab, honestly. So let's throw out the Hedron Crab. Well, when I said draw no more lands, at least we drew another blue source. So we're going to be able to play out both Crabs and then, you know, kind of run away with some field ruining. So, see what we can do here. Okay, yeah, just getting that prismatic set up, which is pretty nice at the end of the day, right? Again, like we did game 1, understanding what your win condition is in terms of how do you disrupt your opponent. We don't really have a way to win with that opening hand, but how do we set something like that up? How do we set something like that up with our cards and resources available to us? Okay, so here, so let's fetch Shock here. Archmage's Charm, Spreading Seas, Dress Down. Okay, interesting that they're playing stuff like this without Yorian. They have a Steam Vents up too, so is this Jeskai? I wonder. We'll see. Maybe we'll see it in some sideboard cards here and there. Let's see what happens. I mean, this turn we're really just gonna Field of Ruin. Probably I don't know if I care too much about like the multiple sources. I think I have to take out the pieces that are gonna help them grind, because they already have 2 pieces of red, so it's not like I'm gonna stop their red sources. But they do have 3 blue. So that's going to be the tough thing here. So ultimately, Castle Vantress I could deal with after. Or I could deal with now. I'm wondering if I should take Archmage's Charm, because it could steal one of my Crabs. Let's see what they do. Let's see if I can bait any action with these Field Ruins. Let's see if I can bait any action. Because I mean, hey, at the end of the day, they could have that shuffle effect, and I could just surgical it away. So there is that. A lot of pretty good shuffle effect targets here. Or a lot of good surgical targets, I should say. A lot of very good surgical targets. They brought in Aether Gust. That's a call, I guess. Aether Gust is a call. Okay, they're gonna cycle Shark Typhoon, which gives me an opening to get something. I think I have to take if I'm being quite honest, I think I have to take Counterspell. We got to start, like, because we got to start resolving spells, right? So I got to be worried about the Ashioks, the Soul Guide Lanterns, and I got to think about stuff like that. So I think Counterspell is the take here. And I did see it. So let's take Counterspell. See where that takes us. What sucks is we did fetch Shock. We are going to take 2 here. And that Shark Typhoon's coming down as a beater. Okay. Okay, so they did have the Archmage's Charm. That's fine. They'll probably play the Teferi here. Oh, wow. They don't have the Shuffle effect. Just kind of double check. I'm just... Wow. Okay, so... Wow, we could have just kept the Tasha's. The Tasha's actually would have been not that bad. Okay, so do they have a way to recur these spells out of the yard? Probably not. Yeah, so honestly, if it wasn't for a scenario like this, I actually probably would have just taken 3 Fairy, right? But just, you know, under the assumption that I have to beat a Shuffle effect, I have to resolve a spell that beats a Shuffle effect, and in terms of tempo, there is a potential for me to draw Mystical Dispute into that spell, so just want to be kind of hitting spells like that. So Flooded Strands is the card that they drew. That's fine. They're going to Spreading Seas my Black Source, and I'm going to punish them a little bit by hitting their Field of Ruin. So they don't, what's nice here is they don't have their Archmage's Charm available to them right now, and they could. I could Field of Ruin, and that opens that up for them. That's fine. So this is a pretty slow clock here. Imagine they want to get 3 Fairy down. Oh my god, that is so big. Okay, so we are not gonna... Okay, sure, that's fine. That works for me. So our creatures lose all abilities. That's fine. Pretty relevant for them. So I'm gonna hold off on my Field of Ruin. I'm gonna play a Swamp. I'm gonna Thoughtseize you, which again, kind of sucks. A little bit sketch considering how much life we're losing. But I'm gonna take the Archmage's Charm. They're gonna probably play. They're gonna play 5 Fairy. They're gonna play that, tuck one of my things. Okay. It's either that or they control it, which might be twice as annoying. Ultimately, this is a 5-mana play, which I think I have to be okay with. The Archmage's Charm just has so much value, and then Teferi already has this level of value. I'm just trying to think here. If I draw Drown in the Loch, that's perfectly fine. I can still hit it off. Mystical Dispute becomes the one problematic card, but I didn't draw it, so... I think it has to be Archmage's Charm. Just because it draws to it. Like, they could play Teferi Bounce, and they still have all these options. Yeah, I think it has to be Archmage's Charm. I shouldn't be passing through completely here. One thing to note is, what is it? Where is it? Just so I show y'all. One thing to note is, with a list like this, we're just bringing in the 2 Thoughtseize out of the board to help us out, and we can't play Luros in a matchup like this because we brought in the Ashioks, right? And so that's the trade-off I've made. So now in the next game, if we're forced to play that game, I won't be making that trade-off because obviously I could put Luros in my hand right now. We couldn't reveal it as a companion. We're playing Ashiok on the main board. Oh my god, they are drawing every single card that they need to win this game. Okay, so they forgot to attack. Perfect. And that is amazing. That is the type of card. That is the type of magic card we need to draw right now. So let's think about our sequencing here. So 1, we play Rune Crab. We're left with 1, 2, 3. Then we Field of Ruin for 2. Okay, no. So we have to do this. So yeah, so we know their hand perfectly here. So 1 swamp or island, sorry. Cast this again, right? So understanding the concept of sculpting, right? Like identifying your win condition. How do we beat them in this game? Stop their interaction. Hopefully we can beat these planeswalkers, because right now Teferi's not doing anything. It bounced one of our crabs, not doing anything now. They missed a crucial attack, which could matter. We'll see depending on how we draw. They're going to play 5 Fairy here, probably bounce out our Rune Crab, and they might actually even just minus the Teferi. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, they'll just end up bouncing it. But let's see what they can do here. And yeah, Teferi's just going to bounce. They're going to untap 2 lands. That's just going to give them the Archmage's Charm mana that they... Oh, no, they just bounced. Yeah, so in this case, we're just going to cycle. I'm just going to cycle. Just uncounterable. U-mill 4. Nice and simple. Fractured Sanity really doing what it needs to do at key moments. Excuse me. There you go. Game 1. All right, game 2. Pretty solid game 1 there. Let's see what we can do. Thoughtseize is actually coming through. Thoughtseize is actually coming through. What does this hand do? Again, right? Like, this is one of the things I'm going to be talking about in my primer. We got to have a hand with a plan, right? Now, in the blind without Luros, this hand sucks. I would mull it. The big thing is they've revealed Luros, which is probably telling me they're playing Ragavan, Deer Sea, Death Shadow, some type of low-cost creature, right? Heck, it could even be the Milmir and they play Crab. So this Fatal Push with this Swamp is very powerful, and then the Drown Lock as follow-up is also powerful if they're playing stuff like Bobble, because then I'm going to be able to counter higher CMC stuff. So on that, Luros gives us a lot of information in terms of what we can and can't keep. So this is going to be the type of thing that we mess with here. Swamp Island. And hopefully hopefully we can just start drawing into some type of some pieces here. We have a lot of control in terms of what we want to do here, but we have no way to really turn on the Visions of Beyond. So that's going to be the tough bit. They did mull once though, so that's good. That's good. We're on the draw, so we're gonna be able to play the card advantage angle. So we're not going to get Thoughtseize. We see Bloodstained Mire, so I'm thinking Rakdos Midrange. I'm thinking Grixis Death Shadow. We're drawing all of our basics, which is problematic. So this is the bad side of variance here. And why is this the bad side of variance? This is also why you should be playing many basics. Our Field of Ruins are less effective, right? And they still do their job, but they just don't give us back the advantage that we need. Like, they're not going to give us back our basics as often. We're not going to be able to fetch as lightly. So this is going to be a little bit problematic. And then also the basic swamp's always awkward in a blue-based, again, a blue-based strategy, a primary blue-based strategy. I mean, you know yourself. So this looks like Grixis Death Shadow. They are fetching aggressively. The type of lands that they're looking for, perfect. Yeah, so I am ready for this dashed Ragavan. That's perfectly fine. All right, and then in a situation like this, honestly, I would actually really consider, like if they put in a polluted Delta into their graveyard, I would actually really consider milling that. I would really consider, surgically extracting that. Sorry, I'd really consider surgically extracting that, because they usually playset Bloodstain, playset of polluted Delta, and then about 3. Of the Is-It ones. They play about 3 of those. So that can be really important. Trying to see if I care about this being countered or not. I'm like, I don't. It actually just takes out a counterspell from their hand. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Yeah, so it just adds 1 more card in their yard. I can probably counter 1 more card that they play. So that leads to 6 cards in their graveyard. And then if I can get a fetch from them, like Archive Trap, you know what I mean? Like, I think I'm going to counter this before they place a land or something. Like, they don't main Spell Pierce. The Ferocious counterspell is not a thing anymore. Okay, so they're gonna Thoughtseize me. That's fine. So they probably take Drown. I imagine they can play around Archive Trap pretty easily here. Yeah. So they take away the removal spell. That makes perfect sense. The tough thing here is going to be, let's play the island. Don't want to reveal what we have. Let's do that. So I mean, they know that we haven't drawn a removal spell. But if I need to, I really need to cycle away this Visions of Beyond in a pinch. That's just the truth of the matter, right? So it doesn't look like they're drawing lands, which is good. And this is the type of thing we think about when we sideboard against Dead Shadow, right? Like they're probably drawing board-based interaction. They're probably drawing board-based interaction. So that is the type of stuff that post-board we actually want to take out our crabs and try and blank. We really do. We really do want to try and blank those cards. So let's see if we can actually resolve Aluros. If not, whatever. That's just one more piece of interaction that they don't have for Visions of Beyond when it evidently goes off. So that's fine. That's an 8th card. So now we do have double Archive Trap. One gives us Visions. And they don't seem to be drawing much at this point. They don't seem to be drawing much. Okay, Worst Nightmare right there. That is... Okay, that's a turning point card right there. That's really how you claw back into this game. Because they know we have Visions Archive. They know that we are not holding up a removal spell. We're holding blue. Like, you can't exactly play around Echoing Truth. You know what I mean? Okay, so they did not find a land. They're having a hard time finding a land. This is why surgicaling lands against Death Shadow is actually genuinely a relevant strategy. It really is. It genuinely is a relevant strategy. Okay, so now we have the Fatal Push back up. They're struggling a little bit. Okay, so they went literally 5 cards deep. They saw that 1 card on their last turn. Okay, so let's say top deck the Bauble. Or they put it in their hand, to be fair. I shouldn't say top deck. There is a card they put in their hand. So let's see here. Yeah. You know what I missed out on, though? I know a lot of you astute watchers are going to notice it. I did not cast the Archive Trap when they cast thing. Yeah, okay, so here I'm gonna cast it. Here I'm gonna cast it. Because I'm just realizing that now, actually. Because I was too busy just focusing on the commentary, so I could have been drawing 3 much earlier. That's fine. That's fine. So we're gonna be able to draw 3 here. They have double Death Shadow. They're pretty weak. That's fine. So they're going to draw a card. They're pretty weak. And the game's kind of on us here, really. So let's see what we have. So, okay, yeah. So in terms of surgical priority, this is another good conversation to have. So what do we lose to? Right? And this is really going to stay true for a lot of the Death Shadow matchups here. So let's just look at their graveyard. DRC, Ragavan. Oh, Kroxa. Kroxa is going to be the thing that they grind out with, right? Like, we can deal with all of these threats 1 for 1. We can try and hold off Aluros. At the end of the day, Kroxa is going to be something that we ultimately have to... ultimately, we're going to have to pay for. In terms of paying the Grim Reapers. So, let's hold off that tax for now. Let's see what they have in their hand. Oh, no, we have double Fatal Push. Still, it's only 1. So let's see what they have in their hand. It's still only a 1/1, so it's not terrible. Yeah, okay, so we definitely take out Drown in the Lock. Actually, no, Dress Down, because then we get instant one-shotted. Yeah, let's be careful. So we have double... We have double Surgical. Yeah, take the Dress Down. Doesn't really matter. But then we take Drown in the Lock. So we gotta lose a ton of life for this sequence of plays. That's fine. We take 1 more out of there. Still lots left for them, honestly. The double Lightning Bolt's actually kind of like pretty scary, I would say. Double Lightning Bolt is pretty scary. You know what, though? What I'm thinking about here is the fact that they're not drawing lands. I don't know if I'm actually worried about the Kroxa. I could actually just take DRC. Now that they don't really have interaction, I should actually just take Dragon's Rage Chandler. Yeah, I think I'll do that, actually. They're not really drawing lands. Okay, like, this could just be a bad call, but I don't know. Like, they're not really drawing lands. They probably will eventually. But then they have to draw 2 in a row, right? Let's take out Dragon's Rage Chandler. Okay, so they found a land. Great. They still do, oh my god, they still do have their basics too. So hopefully we can find a Field of Ruin and punish them a little bit. So they're going to shock that in, probably put Lorosin in their hand. That's fine. There's not much we're doing about that. There's not much we're doing about that. We're just trying to deal with their threats, right? Yep, Lurrus is in hand. I'm gonna take 3. Okay, we're just trying to play the slow game right now. So you die there. So the one thing I'm worried about right now is Croxa. So if they play land Croxa, I want to discard my Hedron Crab. You gotta be kidding me right now. Okay. Should have just taken the Croxa, I guess, but hindsight's 20/20. I still rate my call. I honestly do. I still think the call was right. Like, what are the chances they're gonna go land twice? Absolutely, that's pain. That's pain. I was thinking I had at least another turn into before they found that, but hey, luck catches up with you. That's fine. That's fine. So we will do that to you, and then we will discard our Hedron Crab to not lose any life. See what we can get going. Yep. So no life loss. Made the call there, and then hopefully I can draw something here. Yeah, there you go. Top deck for the win. Easy. Never didn't have it. Let's get it. Never didn't have it. Lurrus in hand. Let's get it, baby. Mill doing mill things. Come on now. Come on. We made the good play. Okay, so against a matchup like this, Mystical Dispute's not that useful. The threats are red and black, just, you know, like previously as well. But I mean, hey, previously in old Grixis Death Shadow matchups, they play Snapcaster Mage, right? But again, they're not playing that 1 mana ferocious counterspell. They probably bring in Mystical Disputes out of the board, but so a matchup like this, regardless, I'm gonna bring in all of this. We're actually gonna take out the full suite of crabs just off the rip. Full suite of crabs. I actually don't think I want to be playing the life game with Thoughtseize. Not in this matchup. I could actually bring in Lurrus, but I think Crypt Incursion has value as well. So I think we'll play it like this. And again, Crypt Incursion I think has value just in the sense of them playing 12 creatures, or sorry, I should say around 14 creatures. Lurrus doesn't really count because it doesn't really enter the graveyard reliably. I say reliably is, and we have to kill it, but so I'm thinking about like 2 Croxas. So 4 Dragon's Rage Chandlers, 4 Grixis 4 Death Shadows, not Grixis Death Shadows, 4 Death Shadows, 4 Ragavans, 4 DRCs, approximately 2 Croxas. But we did have full knowledge, so we should know completely how many Croxas they have. Come on now, Shav. Yeah, I think we have to keep this. It's kind of weird. I always feel weird about keeping super interactive hands. I really do, right? Just because, again, the concept of keeping a hand with a plan. Well, this hand has a plan, right? Specifically against Grixis Dead Shadow, you have what you need, right? You have what you need against like the turn 1 Ragavan. The problem is the dashed Ragavan. That's the real problem. The problem is the dashed Ragavan, because we don't have an answer to the dashed Ragavan. That's the scary thing. Oh, multiple 1-drop threats I see. Okay. So I'll play this to fetch Shock, and then Prismatic. So this is the awkward thing. I've actually shifted away from Prismatic Vistas now. I've been liking them less and less. Unless you play higher basics, it's just like there's so many times where I just want, like, post board I want black, like actively. Like I do want Watery Grave, and I don't want a Swamp. You know, Swamp is just there for Blood Moon. And it is a necessary evil at the end of the day. You do want it. Why are they bringing in Soul Guide against us? I guess just for the Lurrus, but like, still, like, why? Why are they bringing in Lurrus? Why are they bringing in Soul Guide against us? I don't like particularly care. It could matter. It could matter. I don't like particularly care. We'll see. So play the Prismatic, and we're at the point where we can just stay interactive. So not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, they're just gonna crack it. Okay, cool. Okay, they're bringing these in for a little bit of value. Okay, so there's probably like 2 or 3. That's gotta go. That's not resolving. Sorry. That is 100 P not resolving. This is the type of value you can't let them have. If you can spare it, right? We have the interaction. We can spare a Drown Lock. Like, we just can't let them have that. Like, play out what's in your hand. Play out what's in your hand, right? Like, that I can't give you that level of card advantage. That's fine. That's not a threat. That's fine. They kept a very interactive heavy hand or whatever. I don't know. And the nice thing about Soul Guide Lantern is it does not exile their graveyard. So our Drown Locks are consistently going to be available to us. Consistently going to be available to us. Okay, perfect. So at this point, I'm not looking to do anything aggressive with Fractured Sanity, remembering that Croxa is a thing. They probably reliably can get that 4th land, so if we can not enable it, we don't have to. I could cycle it. I don't know if I have to. Okay, so they're gonna put Lotus into their hand, and that's fine. We can drown that. I could cycle it. I don't know if we're exactly in a rush to. We are trying to turn on. Yeah, we are trying to turn on Visions at some point. This might be too aggressive. This might just be a bad person. Yeah, so we gave them Croxa. This might just be a bad personal play of like being too aggressive. So we found another. Oh, there you go. Damn. I think we just have to. So they didn't play a land last turn. They don't have a land. So if they don't draw a land, we're actually like good here. Then we can hold up, drown, fatal push, Visions of Beyond. We can do a lot. We can do a lot. It's probably not the right play, but I'm also an entertainer, and I'm here for the entertaining plays. So what I would recommend is probably just staying. You know what? No, come on. You got to play good sometimes, Shaft. You got to play good sometimes. Let's pass through. So 2 ways to go. You can be a little bit passive, a little bit defensive, a little bit careful, and just hold up the interaction that we have, right? We just cycle away Diffraction if we need to. The aggressive play is cast Fractured Sanity, hope they don't draw a land. If they did, they would have played it this turn. Hope they don't draw a land, and then cast Visions of Beyond the turn after, and just profit. Just profit. You know what? We're here to play Magic. Y'all already had a good couple of games of me playing some good Magic. Nah, we're here to play Magic. I'm here to play Magic. Come on now. I'm here to play Magic. Oh, we milled over a crap ton of lands too. So knock on wood, they don't find one here. Hopefully, if they do, hopefully they have to cycle for it. But we'll see. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. Hopefully they just play Luros and pass. Because they now have the ability to do what they want. I'm tapped out. I'm not a Force Negation deck. Even if I was, Force Negation does not hit Luros. So they do have a lot of options to them. They could just hold up the interaction. K-Command is a thing. Yeah, Kolaghan's Command is a thing. I'll probably try and Drown in the Locket. If they then go to interact with it with Mystical Dispute. Yeah, I'll try and throw one out. Obviously, best case scenario is this resolves, and then we can hold up Visions for their next turn. Like Drown Visions. Because if we can find another land, hopefully it's a fetch too, because then we can fetch for the Fatal Push instead of trying to kill. Ooh. Surgical Extraction solves a lot of my problems. Okay, so we didn't draw a land, but Surgical Extraction is actually big. That's actually big, though. Hold on. That's actually big, though. That's fine. Just the one croc, so that's fine. And this is what I'm telling. Hey, no. Everyone in the video right now. Everyone in the video right now. If you're here right now, I want you to comment heat in the video. In the comment section, I need you to comment heat, H-E-A-T, because check out these unholy heats that are doing absolutely nothing because we have time walked them turn after turn after turn. Shout out to Ravenwing and Enrico for really putting me on this little tech enemy to think about it. We are literally time walking them by taking out our ruin crabs, our Hedron crabs. They cannot use these spells. We have literally, again, time walked them turn after turn after turn. They cannot do anything with these blank draws, and I absolutely love it. I am here for it. Oh, lordy lord. And they don't even have the counter magic for it. So we gotten rid of the long game engine. They're going to bolt themselves to try and build a big Death Shadow, and that's all they got, baby. That's all they got. They ain't got nothing. They got a K command. I got 2 visions. Come on now. I got a vision for success. Okay. Okay, come on now. Yo, the Death Shadow tech coming through. Let's go. Come on now. Come on now. Death Shadow a bad matchup? You just got to board right. You just got to play it right. Okay. Okay. You know, Thoughtseize is not really helping us out right now in this section of the matchup, but that's okay. That's okay. So let's kill this sucker right now, cause that's not happening. let me tell y'all that's not happening. Let me draw 3 cards real quick. Just real quick, super quick. Let me just draw 3 cards. You play your Death Shadow. I'm gonna Fatal Push it. Then I'm gonna Field of Ruin you. Come on, this game's done. This game's done. We might actually just have to hold up though. I'm not gonna lie. We probably just stay patient. Let's play our Polluted Delta. We have exactly 7 cards, because we do want to have an answer to the Luros, right? So they have to draw a land, and then have a Drown in the Lock to be able to double answer me here. Oh, they don't even have the mana. It's super awkward. They don't have it. Yeah, because they only have 2 sources of black. They want to play Luros. They got to go black. Use up their interaction. To then do that. Yeah, okay, so in that case, I will hold up Drown. I will hold up my visions here. I will actually challenge the Drown here. If you have the Drown, I will challenge it here. Even better. Ashiok is Fire Flame. What sucks though is it does make my Drown Lock kind of weird, but it does turn off the Luros, which is the big thing. It turns off the Luros. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Deal 2 damage to this elf just to make it bigger. Alright, sure. Just got our Water Grip tapped. So let's make their mana a little bit awkward. Do they have their basic swamp? If they don't, I'm about to shut off their mana. They do have their basic swamp. Okay, that's fine. Again, that does make their mana a little bit awkward. If I can do that, that's where I want to be. So let's do this. Let's take away as many blue sources as we can, right? Like, if they want to... Let's take away as many blue sources as we can. So what's nice here is we still have options, right? Like, we still have the ability to cast Murderous Cut and Drown in the Lock. So this is, yo, knock on wood right now, this is our game to lose. I have to purposefully try and lose this game because we have drawn every single interaction spell that we have ever needed at any point in this game. So let's take out Swamp. Let's take out Swamp. Because again, they have both of their basics out. Field of Ruin is literally strip mine at this point. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, not literally. People care about semantics in the YouTube comments, I guess, but it's literally doing it's literally fighting the good fight here. It's literally fighting the good fight. You playing Luros right now? Let's counter that. Let's make you fight for it. Because then what this at least does is that, okay, yeah, if they don't have the, the interaction spell, the Mystical Dispute for it, then, all right, like if they have the Mystical Dispute, then they can't play the creature, right? Like, they can't play a creature off of it. That's the key there. So here, let's strip mine them and seal this game. I would say that's the play. So let's take them off of blue. So I have no more basics. That's fine. Ashiok Dream Render. This game's done. It's sealed. Concede. Concede. You lost a mill. Game 2 in the bag. Let's go. Alright, everyone. Game 3. Let's get it. Let's see what let's see if we can try that one Thoughtseize and see where it can help us. So it doesn't look like we're oh no, nothing's confirmed yet. Okay, so Luros of the Dream Den. Oh, called it. We found the Thoughtseize. So we're gonna keep it. Yeah, this hand is lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff happening here. So I'm actually not, since I'm on the play, I'm not gonna start off with the Crab. I'm gonna start off with the Thoughtseize. See what I can deal with here. Okay, good. Yeah, so no interaction off the rip. I'm going to be able to stop the Inquisition of Caustek so they don't know what we're doing. And what's nice here is that, so we have that information available to us. They don't know what we're doing because Mill doesn't play Thoughtseize. So we've officially accomplished, you know, the swerve. Okay. Hey, yo, as I'm talking, they top deck the damn Thoughtseize. Nah. Goddamn. All right, fine. You take the interaction. That's fine. Yeah, kill them both. Like I literally could care less. Just kill them both. It's fine. Just kill them both. I don't care. I'll give you the delirium. It's fine. As long as you do me the favor of fetching, so that I can Visions of Beyond. Nah, it's fine. They'll heat one, they'll bolt the other. That's fine. They'll heat one and bolt the other. That's cool. Okay, Turok. Oh my god. It's like I'm drawing everything perfectly, baby. Okay? It's like I'm drawing everything perfectly. Alright, take out Den of the Bugbear. You know what it is. Take out Den of the Bugbear. We're gonna archive trap them. I've done all of that and just refresh my head. Baby! Double visions! Oh, lordy lord. Let's get it. Come on now. Nah, that don't matter. That don't matter, baby. That don't matter. Oh, damn. Okay. Draw 3. I found the last one. Do you want to get that aggressive? Yeah, that's fine. I'ma hold it. I'ma hold it up. I'ma hold it up still. Ooh, can we find a Turok? Oh, Croxa. Actually, no. Sorry. Yeah, we should not be worried about Turok. Croxa is going to be the thing that actually beats us here. So let's deal with that. So let's hit Croxa. Yeah, so again. Oh, this is AspiringSpike. I realize I'm actually playing against AspiringSpike. Spike. Down Spike, you left. Alright. Let's do it. So Crocs is what we take. Okay. Yeah, so we're recording this. I am definitely not going to be trying to stream snipe him. I'm actually just noticing that we're playing against Spike. That's pretty cool. We're recording this during the day. Okay, so Crocs is going to get thinged here. That's fine. No blocks there. We are going to... Yeah, we just win the game here. Yeah, we just had, like, literally the nuttiest draw I've ever seen in my entire life. Literally just had the nuttiest draw ever. Good stuff. One thing I do want to do though is this isn't a list I commonly play up against. It's one that Spike does. I will screen snip this. I will screen snip this. So this is just giving me an idea of like what. So this is a tool for all of you MTGO users. So use the snipping tool. Go new. Many people already do this. I've just noticed that, you know, even someone the other day was saying, "Oh my God, Blitz MTG, thank you for the nice tech." I mean, shout out to Blitz for spreading the good word. But hey, people have been doing this for a hot minute. So I'll just save the capture, but I'll keep it up in the background. So that's fine. So begin sideboarding. So against a matchup like this, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it, right? So against a matchup like this, they're still playing all these unholy heats and kind of interaction-based spells. So I think generally we probably do want to sideboard the same way that we do for Death Shadow. We do want to be the controlling deck here. We do want to play the interaction. So I know the crabs really want us there, but like we had a really nutty hand. So I don't know if we can rely on that again. So let's play all of this. Let's play the Crypt. We're going to drop the Thoughtseize because it's an aggressive strategy. Let's play these three. And that's it, right? We're going to run it back. We don't bring in Luros here because we can bring in Luros in the decks we bring in against Ashiok where they don't really interact with the Luros, but the Luros are just going to be a 3-mana dead draw. They're just going to interact with it. We're trying to remove the sources that they have to interact. Unholy Heat obviously hits Ashiok, but it usually is going to get off one it's going to get off one activation, right? And they don't have counter magic. So Extirpate, Surgical is going to be pretty sweet to get rid of the threats. Again, the Soul Guide Lantern is going to be great for Graveyard Hate, EE, all the 1-drops. So everything else should work here. And what's nice with Turok is that even though it's a discard outlet, like it's a way for them to force discard on us. Again, that game one, we found all 4 of our Visions of Beyond. So obviously crazy. But it only has protection from white. We're not playing white. We're not playing Azorius Mill. We're not playing Esper Mill. So we are fine. This is not a keepable hand, but it sucks that we have to mulligan against it. But this is a keepable hand. So we can actually drop... in my opinion, I think we can drop Field of Ruin here. I think Spike will have to fetch at some point, or we can find the field again. I think the opportunity cost of potentially Archive trapping into Surgical is very high, or Blood Chief's Thirst kill their first drop and Surgical it away is pretty solid too. So I think we're gonna get rid of that. Another thing we do have to worry about that we don't really have a good answer for with this hand is Blood Moon. So Blood Moon's gonna be a fun one. Spike saying anything after that. Okay, so we're gonna go Archive Trap. I shouldn't do that. Hold on. I have my screen snip. I have my screen snip. Hold on. Cancel that. There's like 3. Oh, there actually is like 3 Turoks. There actually is like 3 Turoks. Okay, hold on. So it's actually not a bad take. It actually is like 3 Turoks. Okay, the Crocs is in their hand. Three Croxes too, which is rough. That's fine. Sure, ball me away. Put stack over here. It's gonna be a close one. We just gotta play this tight. They'll Thoughtseize the Tashas. That's fine. We'll hit this. Sure. Interesting that they Thoughtseize us, not Croxa. Probably just wants to maximize value on it. That's fine. I'm not gonna pretend like I know what's going on in AspiringSpike's mind. The man makes better plays than me, so I will not. Graveyard to the battlefield. That is rough. Okay. And we just have the Fatal Push for it. That is exactly where we want to be. Okay. They'll Crocs us. We lose our Fractured Sanity. Yeah. That's fine. So that's gone. What sucks here is we're pretty behind. And yeah, we are really behind. That Crocs is going to be the scary thing here. Yeah, and I have nothing. Okay. So if they find a land, we lose. If Spike finds a land here, I lose. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. That's rough. So Crocs is going to come down. That's an easy concede because... I was hoping... Yeah, I was hoping he did not have a Croxa in opening hand. But I think the plan we have is pretty solid. It's just, again, this is going to be a matchup where, as you saw, if we do not have the nuts, we're not winning it. We're like, we are not winning this. So this is going to be just about maneuvering around Croxa. And then Spike just having one in hand. Ugh, that was the answer. Let me tell you, that was the answer. So let's keep this. Tasha takes us a pretty long ways. Yeah, Tasha takes us a pretty long ways. So they kept a 7 as well. Love it. I'm actually going to play this. And then I might actually Prismatic Vista for a basic swamp. I generally might just Prismatic for a basic swamp. I don't know how much I should play around Disruption. Sure. I could just burn this, but it doesn't really matter. They probably just take the Visions. Because that's what I was thinking about. It's the only one that's like a thing, but yeah, I think Tasha's is a pretty fair take here. Yeah, that's fine. So take my Tasha's as well. Yep. Take the card that beats us. That's fine. So we'll cycle through a little bit here. Unholy Heat. Okay, good. So Unholy Heat doesn't have an answer right now, but Ragavan does dash in. So let's get, in case we have to, I don't know how much we have to play around Blood Moon, but I don't think we do. It's a possibility though. I should have checked last game. Might just be fetching suboptimally here. It's fine. There you go. So that at least shuts off Croxa, and it shuts off the, well, doesn't shut off, but like it stops the Unholy Heat from doing stuff and things. Sure. Oh god. The desperation, the double spell just to kill it. Okay. That's fine. I shouldn't call it desperation. Like, the man is way far ahead. The man is way far ahead in terms of value. We do have double interaction, but we got rid of one Croxa, so that is something. Oh, rest in peace, these Croxes. Okay. So we do have all the interaction we need. We just have to hope that he dodges lands. Oh, no, he's not going to dodge lands. AspiringSpike, for Christ's sake. Spike, for Christ's sake. Why would he ever dodge lands? Okay, command. Sure. So he doesn't have Den to grind against us. That's fine. Oof. At least he doesn't have, like, play Croxa again. That's fine. That's all he has for now. I literally just have to draw the other Ashiok or like the Soul Guy Lantern. That's all I have right now. Sure. Just do that now. Skillless now. Crocs, lose my last card. Sure. Ashiok off the top. Hold that. GG's. GG's. Good luck on the streams. Alright. I can't do much here. Yeah. GG's. 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 Alright. Lost to Spike. No doubt, and that's fine. Hey, yo, after last game, I ain't even mad. You know what? Much better player and much better deck than ours. Let me tell you, that is a very bad matchup for us. And, I mean, Spike's been trophying with that list for a hot minute. So, again, like you saw, unless we drew the absolute nuts, we was not beating that. And that's fine. That's fine. All right, so we are on the draw against Yorian. It's a matchup where I wish I had into the story. I'll tell you that. But that's fine. So we are up against Yorian. Is this the type of hand that I want to keep? On the draw, probably not. I can mull to a 7 here, or mull to a 6, a better 6. Yeah, this is a better hand. We'll drop one of the drowns. That's a better hand. Yeah, this is a better hand. Let's see what we can do. Yorian's gonna be a toughie. We do have to draw land at some point. Like a third land, then we can get the Field of Ruin going, because the Field of Ruin is definitely 100 P gonna be available and active for us to use. The first crab probably gets prismatic, I imagine. Yeah, it looks, yeah, there you go. And then a little late to the party archive trap, a little late, but it's okay. Our Yorian opponent will fetch. They will fetch. They have to for their colors, and that's one of their basics out, right? So that's pretty nice. Again, just hoping to draw a third land, please. Really hoping to draw a third land here. Okay. Just have it all, don't you, opponent? You just have it all. Just have it all. Sure. Jeez. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. The tilting's starting already. The land flooding. The land screwing, I should say, not flooding. The land screwing. We're already a turn behind. No need in being like 50 turns behind. I'll tell you that. No need to be 50 turns behind. Oh lordy lord. Okay. Tap target permanent. Okay, that's cool. And I am being tempoed out. Okay, that's fine. What am I even supposed to do here? What am I even supposed to do? Okay, so at this point, I Field of Ruin the Celestial Colonnade. Let them have the Vantress. They play 5 Fairy on me here. Oh, lordy lord. Okay. Okay. No, I'll hit that. I'll grab not a swamp. I grab an island. No, hold on. No, it's already in the yard. I won't be able to get to it. Yeah, so I have to grab a swamp. I think reliably. Do I rely on trying to draw a land here? No, I don't rely on that. I can't rely on that. I might draw land here, but I can't rely on drawing a land here. Yeah, I can't rely on drawing a land here. So kill that. Archive trap them. Yeah, I mean, if I draw land, okay, yeah, I was gonna say if I draw fetch land, then you know, so be it. I have the Visions of Beyond Mana, but we are so woefully behind. This is brutal. Ooh, hard cast Shark Typhoon. That is, yeah, the end of days is near. The end of days is near. I'll tell you that. The end of days is near. This is an unfortunate start. Unfortunate start. So we're gonna draw 3. See if this resolves. Okay, so it looks like Jeskai Stoneblade. Just realizing I missed the Stoneforge Mystic, but I'm seeing the Battered Skull. So I think what we can do is we take Teferi. We could actually take the Furies, but I think Teferi Time Raveler is probably there in a reliable amount. So let's take the Teferi Time Ravelers. Right, still pretty high CMC. We can keep ourselves interacting. Fury's not a bad call either. I think this is just going to be about like racing them, really. So let's just throw this out there. Like I think we just have to throw out spells while they don't have answers, right? We only hit 11 cards. We did hit the Cauldron Complete, which is something. So that's not bad. We hit the Cauldron Complete in the Sophie. Sword of Fire and Ice. Ugh, yeah, we're gonna be playing from behind. We're gonna be playing from behind. Just some bad luck here. Definitely a matchup I do want Thoughtseize in though. So keeping that in mind. Definitely a matchup I do want Thoughtseize. Are they playing? Are they hard casting another one? Yeah, baby. Okay. That's a 6/6. So let's kill that. And let's hold up John of the Lock, because why not, right? Okay. So we're on our way to milling out our opponent. We're on our way. Yep. I wonder if they activate. Oh, they don't. Okay, that's fine. You can search your library. It's one less card I gotta deal with, I guess. So it's fine. Nah, nothing. Fails to find equipment. I love it. Yeah, there you go. That's perfectly fine. So they're just gonna untap their 2 lands. Perfect. Ah, what a world! What a world. Okay. Yeah, let's counter that for sure. Gotta make them use their mana, right? Gotta make them use their mana. And that's fine. There's not much we're doing about that. Alright, Visions of Beyond. Maybe. They don't exactly have lethal on board. So we managed to stop that much. They don't have the lethal on board just yet. We're gonna cast this. And then just hope to top deck something nice. That's it. That's all we got, right? That's all we got. So in terms of their... Okay, so let's look at their exiles. Archmage's Charm has gone there. Counterspell, counterspell, counterspell. So the 4 counters... 4? No, 3 counterspells. 3 Archmage's Charms. I have to expect a playset, right? I have to expect a playset. Oh, and they have the fire. Okay. Yeah, Jeskai Stoneblade, really, missing that land drop was actually so crucial for us. It was really problematic. So we're going to bring in the EE for the Chalices. I do want Thoughtseize, but see, this is where things get, like, really tough for me, actually. Like, genuinely really tough. Because this is, like, such a weird matchup. So we're going to take out the... I want to take out Fatal Pushes, but, like... I mean, like, yo, like, Chalice, right? Yo, it's actually so tough. Yeah, I think I take out Fatal Pushes. Maybe I don't bring in Thoughtseize. I don't know. Maybe okay. Take out Surgicals. Maybe I don't bring in the Thoughtseizes. I shave like 1 Tasha's and bring in like just 3 Mystical Disputes, and that's the best I can do. I think this is how I play it. Oh, this is tough. Tasha's is bad. Tasha's is bad. There is that. You know what? Yeah, Tasha's is bad. Maybe we can get off. Yeah, especially on the play. Maybe the Thoughtseize is better because then we can get the Chalice off the rip. Maybe on the draw we switch it up. Let's see. If they don't have the shuffle effect, I'm not as concerned about bringing back in Tasha. So let's see. Let's see. I think this hand sucks. I don't think this hand does anything. It's just like blank, right? Want hands that do things. It's got 4 lands. Like immediately as I see 4 lands, I have a lot of reservations unless I have a crab. No. Sometimes it ain't in the books. Sometimes it ain't in the books. All right. Sometimes it ain't in the books. Don't keep one-landers as always. It's just like you'll have the fun time every so often where it's keepable, but like yeah, no, don't keep one-landers. And that first hand was not keepable. That hand did nothing. And again, right? Well, one thing I want to emphasize, especially with the primer coming out, you got to keep hands with the plan, right? Like once that archive trap goes, you have John of the Lock, and then what? You're just top decking, right? Like you don't have a sustainable piece or a pressure piece that forces your opponent on the back wheel, right? Forces them to go draw or forces them to start playing out permanents and tapping out. You don't have anything that forces that. You just have to like try and draw into it. I'm gonna deck thin. Perfect. So if they have the counter spell for this, I think I'm supposed to let it go, because then I can counter to fairy. That's fine. That's fine, because then I can counter to fairy. Again, forcing a little bit of interaction out of them. It looks like they actually just brought in their whole sideboard. 1, 2, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 11. Yeah, it looks like they just brought in their sideboard. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Yeah, so we take out the Teferi. Now we have 3 in their yard, which is nice. We're going to Thoughtseize them. Put a 4th card in there. Definitely taking Chalice. 4th card in there. Blossoming Calm is actually kind of funny in terms of what it can do against us. Blossoming Calm is actually really funny. Sustain Vents is gone. Sure. So it's just a handful of interaction. That's good, and that's what happens when you add like 15 cards, right? Like you. Okay. Well, I would have countered that, and I passed through completely. Okay. So in this case, I'm actually going to take a card out of my own yard. Just keep this ready, though. I'm actually going to take a card, the Delta out of my own yard. Might as well keep this high. I hundo P would have countered that Sophie, but your boy just passing through. Your boy just passing through. A little bit too impatient. That's fine. No land. Yeah, we honestly don't know if we should pop this Soul Guide yet, like in terms of draw card or not, but we'll see. What do you got? Nah. I'll pass. I'll pass. Nah, I'm good. Like, I don't want to give you like the ability to draw 2 threats. Okay, so Blossoming Calm. Blossoming Calm does nothing. It's nice. We're able to get a lot of things done here. Perfect. We'll just hold up Drown. They'll hit me with one of their prismatics. That's fine. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Nah. Nah, absolutely not. I'm good. I'm good. Again, giving them the ability to find 2 threats, you know, like a College of Complete and an SFM. Might as well. Just get them to exile it now. So that is pretty much everything out of there. So no Luros here. This is where you start to see the downside of like no Luros, right? Like you don't have that long game piece that you used to have for bringing in the Ashiok. And the Ashiok is powerful. It's just like against matchup like this where they just have more resources than you. It sucks. It sucks. Something like Mesmer Orb always helps in a match in a situation like this, but hey, you can't always have it. Okay, so I'm not going to cast that because I don't have the Mystical Dispute backup. Swamp is kind of awkward, as you can see. It's only there for the Blood Moon, but hey. Alpine Moon. You're just going to name Field of Ruin, I imagine. Probably just Field of Ruin. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Starfield is at least like help us with our colors. That's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. I don't know if I actually just want to start ripping stuff off. I don't have like a graveyard hate piece, which is what like I'm like genuinely concerned about because they did try and prismatic the Soul Guide Lantern, so I am worried that they do have a shuffle effect, and I might just be oh my god. Okay, Castle Ardenvale is problematic. That's a win condition. It's not looking so good right now. It's not looking so good right now. It is not looking so good right now. I need to find a graveyard hate piece. It is not looking so good right now. Double Mystical Dispute against Ardenvale. Okay. So our opponent has us exactly where they want us. And I'm actually like pretty inclined to just concede here. I'm actually pretty inclined to just concede here. Because now this Sophie attaches and... oh lord. Yep. Sophie it is. So I take 5 total damage here. Remember that Sophie does shock. They draw a card. And it has protection from red and blue, which isn't relevant to us. Our removal, thankfully, is, well, okay. It does have protection from Drown in the Lock. I should say that now that I'm thinking about it. Does have protection from Drown in the Lock. Yeah, this looks like the fattest L of our lives right now. I'll give it one more shot. See if I can resolve the Archive Trap. Maybe we top deck of Visions and I don't know. Kind of start turning it back on from there. They're gonna cycle a Shark Typhoon. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just go to the next game. It's fine. 2-2. 2-2. Oh well. Oh well. All right, yo. Game 5 of the league. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. See if we can pull off that 3-2. See if the cards are in our favor. Yorian again. Okay. Yorian again. On the draw. Don't have an answer to Teferi. Tasha's no crab. Okay, it's not a terrible 7. It has a plan, but it's just not a plan we want. That's fine. We can't always have like 2 crabs, 3 lands, and Visions of Beyond, whatever, right? Can't always have the dumb stuff. Can't always have the dumb stuff, and that's fine. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Again, this is a very tough matchup for the archetype in general. If this is what we're going to be facing up against the league, like Spike into double Yorian, yo, RNG doing us a solid of humbling us. Let's see what we can do. We don't exactly have the tools in our sideboard into the Stories Mesmer Orbs to beat this, but again, the Thoughtseizes could be big for us in terms of just nabbing key pieces. So let's see if we can find that one of at a key time and see what we can do from there. So let's do this. Let's do this. Pass the turn. I think we are just gonna cycle this Visions. It's not gonna be doing much for us for a while. Oh, is this Yorian Taxes? It's Yorian Taxes. Okay. So definitely want to keep drawing through then. Definitely want to keep drawing through. because regardless, we do need to find lands, but this is going to force us to actually... Ooh, nice. So this is going to actually force us to get a black source, but we can't right now, right? And that's why we wanted to, like, kind of draw through, because unfortunately, you can't always play around Leonin Arbiter. You can't. If they have Ghost Quarters here, we pretty much lost. It's not much we're doing. We need to find a land. We need to find a land. We milled over like double Leonin. Ah! Okay. Leonin swings in. We take the damage. The one thing to remember about Leonin Arbiter, about Moto, I think a lot of you already understand this, but in order to get rid of its effect, you have to click on it and to ignore its effect first. It's not like in paper where you can just like shortcut it and be like, I'm going to search and I'll pay for it. You have to click on it first. So I think we just lost this game. I'm not going to lie. This is just loss. We can't find a land. Just getting mana flooded constantly at 22 lands, or mana screwed at 22 lands. I don't know. It's sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. Maybe we just do, like, I don't know, because it's tough on the other hand, because sometimes you just get like flooded when you don't need to. But to be fair, with like stuff like Wisnia's builds where you're running remans and so many redraws, there's so many ways to like filter through. The problem is those filter cards and those spells take up the slots of very valuable pieces that you need for like the generalist league like this. I can't even search. Yeah, that's fine. I can't even search. Nah, good game. Yeah, I'm not grinding through this. Sorry, I'm way too far behind. Turn 2 Leonin Arbiter. Oh well. Okay, so Tasha's out. Crypt in, EE in. Thirst in. You probably just, yeah. Thoughtseize isn't the best card, but I don't think we need to cut it. Could keep it in. We could bring it in. The problem is they're a Vile deck. Well, are they really a Vile deck? They're probably playing Vile. Can't remember if Yorian attacks are playing Vile. But we'll just keep it in. I don't think it's a better card we bring in. Actually, they are probably playing the Stoneforge package, so preventing them from searching is pretty relevant, but that's fine. If they have a shuffle effect, they have a shuffle effect. I can't play around that. I could bring in one Soul Guide, but I guess. You know what? Fine. I'm convincing myself into it. One Soul Guide Lantern as an out to a shuffle effect, because it probably, like, the Thoughtseize has not bad effects because we are on the play, especially here. But what does it do for us otherwise? If we don't have the Thoughtseize in our like first 2 to 3 cards that we like see, it's not that useful to us after that. But it could be if they're playing the Stoneforge package, then we can Thoughtseize away cards in their thing. But they didn't bring in extra cards, which is nice. Same old 80. This is fine. At least we have the removal spell. Let's do that. Let's pass through. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so that's gonna be nice. So we at least baited that out. We could just let it go, honestly. I don't know. We do lose out some value here, though. Which is going to be important for our Drown in the Lock. Yeah, let's just mill through. We can hold the EE for like a bigger board wipe if we need it. I'll get a black source in case. Do I need to? Is there going to be a scenario where we murder his cut? We need 2 more cards in our yard to do that. Nah, probably not. Let's get a blue source. It's fine. Make our mana a little bit easier. We'll play EE on 1. Yeah, just play 4 ofs of like every good white card, right? 4 Leonins, 4 Skyclaves, 4 Thalias, 4 SFMs. You have the room for it, yeah. Okay. Ooh, rip. Yikes. Okay. Rip is a card. Rip is a card. Probably like 4 of those in the side. Okay. Again, just getting screwed up on lands a little bit here. Oh, God. Lord, Lord. Okay. Let's keep going through. Let's keep going through. You gotta be kidding me right now. Okay, cool. EE on 1 didn't seem that powerful now. EE on 1 don't seem that powerful now. Okay, so we just gotta keep building towards... Yeah, this drown does nothing. We gotta keep building towards, except for tokens. Build towards the Blood Chief on thing here. Yeah, that does nothing, so let's just bring that in tapped. Just keep milling them out. That's it. That's all we got, right? Next turn we Tasha's and just keep going. Just keep fighting the good fight. That's it. Just keep fighting the good fight. Up to 3. Oh, keep it on 2. So Stoneforge probably. Might even have other 2-drops like Leon and Arbiter. Like they might try and like... And that is fair. It's a pretty solid like combat trick if they need us, right? Like against fetches. I mean, yeah, I'll block. Why not? It's an 0-3. Oh, word? Okay. Yeah. My 1/1. Yup. A little bit of ephemerate action. Seems pretty good when you think about Yorian as well. Too bad Rest in Peace doesn't draw a card, right? Or it would probably be one of the most busted Graveyard 8 spells ever printed. God, if Rest in Peace drew a card, I would definitely be playing Esper. I'd be bringing it in almost like every damn matchup. Like, no word of a lie. Almost every damn matchup. I don't even want to pop EE. I don't know what popping EE does for us right now. Honestly. Okay, another 17 cards. Not bad, not bad. We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, so you're going to blink it again. What do we hit off here, by the way? Ephemerate. Nothing out of the Stoneforge package so far, which is... it's a little sucky. Okay. Probably takes my EE. Probably. Yeah. Got 2 1-drops. I mean, now if they attack, I'll just kill it. But I mean, to be fair, it's not even a great trade because I just get a 0. I just get a 0/0 back because EE's. Okay, yeah. It's not even that good of a trade. I guess it is. It's fine. It's the trade. It's the trade we'll have to accept. It's the trade we'll have to accept. Goddamn. Yeah, it's cool. 1 spell each turn. Okay. That's a spell. That's a card we'll definitely have to kill. It's a card we'll definitely have to kill. Okay. Yeah, just keep doing the thing. Keep doing the thing. Yeah, pretty much just like past the point of I'm at 17 life. I'm past the point of just like I don't know, just worrying about drawing cards. Let's just throw spells at their face because we gotta work through a rip here, and we're doing it. Oh, there you go. So we got rid of the Cauldron Complete and the Sword of Feast and Famine. There's probably a Sword of Fire and Ice in there, but that is big. I'll tell you that much. So in terms of speaking of sword, there it is. God. Speaking of sword and fire and ice, there it is, right in their hand. Okay. Just a sad little existence for us. Just a sad little existence for us. Yeah, that's fine. Sad little existence for us. Okay, we need Blood Chiefs. There's like ASAP. What do you got? Oh, okay. Yes, they have searched. Battered Skull. Okay, this is the only spell I've cast this turn. Archive Trap. They're at 5 cards. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Can I steal a game? So they have 6. I'm 1 off lethal. They have 8 damage. I'm 1 off lethal. I actually do not know how I'm gonna win here, because I can't actually get this Archive Trap off. Remember, if we draw Field of Ruin, Field of Ruin comes in tap thanks to Archon of Emeria. So I actually don't know how I'm gonna get off this Archive Trap. I have to literally draw Tasha's or Fractured. Actually, yeah, Tasha's or Fractured. I didn't slide it out. Tasha's or Fractured. They didn't bring in a shuffle effect though, by the looks of it so far. Just double checking, no shuffle effect. They probably don't need it. It's probably good enough of a matchup, honestly. Just like add 20 cards and play Taxes. Like, Tax is enough of a bad matchup for us. That's fine. Okay. Yep, 2 damage to us. Draw a card. Draw a card is actually pretty relevant, I would say. Right? Like, because even if we draw a Fractured here, like, that's a cycle, right? That's a cycle. Sure. Okay, so we have options that win us this game right now. I would love to draw one of them. Okay, so far not looking great. See, comes in tapped. All right, looks like that's where we're gonna have to end things off. I hope y'all had fun in the league. I think just a little bit of bad luck. You know, bad match. Great player, bad matchup, bad matchup, bad matchup. That's fine. It's just how it is. Thoughtseize doesn't solve everything, and yeah, that's cool. All right, everyone, have a good week. Later. We are 2-3. Oh well.